Hi again, everyone. Danny Miles here from Canada for another edition of the IntoBridge Daily Challenge. Of course, we're going to play 5 deals against the robots, and you're going to compare your scores to mine. It's match points, so you either win, lose, or draw. I'm using Gavin's advanced master system, so our auction may be a little bit different as always. But let's get started here. We have not a very good hand, but we have 4 card support for partners minor suit opening. Yeah, of course, we want to kind of make things difficult for the opponents to come in and find spades. East has already passed. So the question is, what are our choices? We could pass. That's certainly reasonable. Not vulnerable. I'd like to get in there, though, and make life a little bit more difficult. Jumping to 3 diamonds preemptive, which I assume that's what it is in our system. That's actually a mixed raise. So we don't really have a pure preemptive raise. That would tend to deny a 4 card major, though. So I am going to bid 1 heart. And of course, this might get us too high. If partner rebids 2 no trump, we can always bail out in 3 diamonds. We have the system for that. So I'm going to bid a heart, and hopefully we don't get carried away here, especially if there's some competition. 1 spade. Okay, so now we just want to go back to diamonds. So how are we going to do that? Let's see if our robot plays XYZ or 4th suit forcing. That's game forcing 2 clubs. So then 2 diamonds should just be to play. Constructive raise, non-forcing. Okay, we'll pretend we have 5 high card points, and we'll just put partner back in 2 diamonds, and hopefully we'll buy the contract there. Don't bid again, partner. 3 no trump. Okay, well, this probably won't go well, but let's see. We're not pulling to 4 diamonds. Hopefully partner has like a 5th diamond, a couple spade tricks. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 tricks off the top. So we're going to go down in all likelihood in this contract. The opponents, there's one way the opponents could help us if they win the ace of spades and cash 3 rounds of hearts. That would set up our 9th trick for us. But basically, we just have 8 tricks here: 5 diamonds, 2 clubs, and a spade. So we're going to quietly go 1 down. There's no point in ducking because East could easily have the ace. The lead was the 3, so that could be good. And spades are 4-4, but there's nothing really to do here. The opponents aren't going to mess this up. So let's just make sure we don't do anything silly. Now, notice the opponents do have a spade fit and a heart fit. Even though they're both breaking 4-1, they likely can make 1 or 2 of a major. Let's hope diamonds are 3-1. The 8 over there, 2. Okay, so we're going to cash 4 minor suit tricks against their contract, and then probably 1 heart trick. So they're probably going to make 2 spades, assuming the ace of spades is with East. But let's just cash the rest of our tricks. Hopefully by some miracle, they each throw a club or something silly, but that's not going to happen. They know how to defend. There's 1 club, save the 7 of clubs just in case. And the opponents have a million tricks now. So the ace of spades was actually with East, it appears. Yeah, so the opponents could actually have done a fair bit better if they had found a heart lead. They would have taken 3 hearts and 4 spades for 7 tricks instead of 5 tricks. So not great for us, but actually it may not be so bad. If I passed 1 diamond, West has a very easy double, and the opponents would then get to some contract. We don't have the double dummy analysis here, but I noticed they can defeat me 4 tricks. Actually, if they defend perfectly, they could take 4 hearts and 4 spades. So deal number 2, we have 12 high card points. We're vulnerable with only 3 hearts and a doubleton spade. Even still, I'm going to take my chances and get in there now. Bridge is a bidder's game. I'm going to make a takeout double. This is pretty close, but jump to 3 hearts was not exactly what we wanted to hear, but it does promise a 5-card suit. We have nothing extra. If we belong in game, then partner should have bid it themselves. We're a heart short, a spade heavy, and minimum in high cards. And let's try to make 3 hearts. Okay, a trump lead. It appears the queen 10 are with West. So We likely have a heart loser, unless Queen 10 doubleton. The trump lead leads me to believe the ace of spades is with East, just as you'd expect on the bidding. And so we need to catch a club honor on side, and we're going to take a diamond finesse. So the question is, what order do we try things? We're going to play low on the first trick, and we don't need to rough anything or anything like that. I think we just win the first trick with the king, likely going to be the king because West is going to play the 10, and then just play the jack of diamonds and see what happens. And if it loses to the king, a spade's going to come back, and we're going to lose 2 spades, a diamond, a heart, and probably 1 club. King, okay, that's good. That's a good start. So now the question is, do we cash the ace of hearts before playing our diamonds to throw the spades away? One way that wins is if East has a doubleton heart, which is quite possible, and shortness in diamonds, like a doubleton diamond. That would give them they probably have 6 spades, and that would leave them 3 clubs. That's possible. The problem with that is that it's going to burn an entry to the dummy, which we kind of want in order to take a club finesse. Now, is West ever going to get in? They're going to get in with a trump eventually. So I think we just want to play diamonds, pitching 1 spade away, and then take a club finesse. That way we preserve the ace of hearts as an entry in case we need to take another club finesse through West. Can East have both the king, queen of clubs? Certainly. They had nothing in hearts. They had ace, queen of spades, king of diamonds. That's 9 points. They could have the king of clubs and not the queen. So let's get going on diamonds here. Hopefully it's not a singleton. That would be bad. Okay, there's the rough. So that's not amazing, but they returned a club for us. Do we need to unblock anything here? It can't hurt, but all we're going to do now is win the club, play a heart to the ace, and then we're going to end up losing a heart, a rough, a spade, and a club for making 3. So let's not mess this up. And there's no extra way to get any extra tricks here. Okay, it was queen 10 third. So we could have cashed the ace of hearts, but then we wouldn't have been able to get back to the dummy to take an extra club finesse. So we're going to lose a heart, a club, and a spade, and there's nothing really we can do. The 4 of diamonds is not high, so I'm just going to claim 1, 2, 3 tricks they get. So we've got 4 tricks. We're going to get 2 hearts and 2 clubs. Okay, so it was king doubleton on side. So if I had to play clubs from our hand, from the north hand, we wouldn't have been able to pick up the suit. But it tells us we can make 4 hearts from the north side because the king of spades is protected. So we actually could have done a trick better. So you may have been able to make 10 tricks yourself. Next deal, we have 18 high card points and a solid 6 card suit. We have 8 tricks in our hand. So this hand is a little bit too strong to open a club and rebid 2-no trump. I think actually we should probably just open 2-no trump. We have 8 tricks in our hand. The other option is to open 2 clubs and rebid 2-no. I think that's stretching things just a little bit. So I'm going to open 2-no trump and hope we get to play in 3-no trump. And hope partner doesn't have just a high card raise invite to slam. So this is just regular statement. We're going to deny major. Okay, 3-no trump. Let's hopefully hiding, whatever we have from the opponents will help. Heart lead appears to be okay for their side. So we have 2 hearts, 6 clubs is 8, and the ace of spades is 9 tricks. Our contract is secure. So what we want to do here is we're not going to have time to set up our long diamond. So what we want to do is win the heart. And the question is, do we cash a bunch of clubs first and then just play spades, or do we play spades right away? I think we play spades right away for a couple of reasons. Number one, if we cash all of our clubs, we're going to have to make 3 pitches from the dummy. And we can't pitch a diamond because then the opponents may actually be able to take 4 diamond tricks when they get in. And we don't want to pitch 3 spades away because that's where our extra tricks are coming from. So what we're hoping happens is we win the heart, play the jack of spades, or even a low spade to the queen, because we have entries to dummy in clubs, and then hope the opponents continue hearts. And then we'll take at least 2 spades, 6 clubs, and 2 hearts for at least 10 tricks. I believe the opponents are probably going to shift to diamonds because they know what they're doing. So should I win the ace or the king? That's a good question. Let's see what East plays first. The 10. Ugh. So West is kind of going to be in on it in terms of what East has. Like if West has the queen, then they kind of know that I have the ace king because their partner would have played the ace or the king if they had it. So East is going to get in with the king of spades if they have it, and we want them to continue hearts. So I think I should win the king, make it more likely their partner has the ace. If I win the ace, it looks a little bit suspicious that, if East has, for example, just Jack 10 or just the 10, they'll know that their partner doesn't have like king, queen, jack because they would have led a higher spot. So I'm going to win the king, and I'm just going to play the jack of spades. Okay, we caught the king. Now the question is, we have 10 tricks, right? We have 2 in, and we have 6 clubs, a heart, and a spade. So that's 10 tricks. The question is, do we take a spade finesse for the 9, finesse the 9 of spades, trying for 11 tricks? The danger with that is that if East wins the 10 of spades, they're simply going to play a diamond, and they're going to hold me to 9 tricks because they're going to take 3 diamonds if they can and 1 spade. Of course, they could continue hearts, and against a human opponent, I would probably take a chance and finesse the 9 of spades, hoping that they would continue hearts. The other option is now we could run all of our clubs and sort of see what happens, just with the plan of playing the queen of spades, but giving the opponents a chance to make some discards. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play clubs. So if the 10 of spades is onside, I could take 11 tricks here, or even 12 tricks if, no, just 11. I would need the 10 and the 8 to fall in the same trick. So let's fake a finesse. Okay, so clubs were 3-1, and there's a diamond pitch. Another diamond pitch. Okay, they like diamonds. I'll continue with diamonds. The 3 of hearts. So hearts probably were 5-4. A spade, we like to see that. There's the jack of hearts. So it looked like Jack 10, probably 4th over there on our right. Throw in another spade. Okay, so it's unlikely the 10 of spades is onside. King of diamonds, interesting. So I think we want to play spades first before hearts. Does that make sense? Yeah, probably. So I'm going to play a spade, and I'm going to go up with the queen because I don't think West would be throwing all their spades with the 10. Oh, you're showing it. There's the 8. Okay. Queen, maybe the 10 falls. No. Now we play a heart, and that's going to be it for us. Hopefully the 10 of spades was offside. Oh, there was queen, jack, 10 of hearts. Interesting. Yeah, 10 of spades was offside. Good. So we took the maximum there. We did as well as we could. We can see we can make 4 no trump, which we did. So that should be decent. You may have a tough time beating that one. Next deal number 4, partner opens a club. We have 10 high card points and a balanced hand with a 6-card major, as balanced as it could be. So we're simply going to bid 1 spade. 2 spades shows something else in the system, shows a weak hand. So we're going to bid 1 spade. And partner bid 2 no trump. All right. So now we're going to have some choices. We have obviously a pretty good hand here. We have enough for game and we're pretty close to slam. The fifth and sixth spades are great because those are going to be tricks. We have great spade interiors. So even if partner has like king doubleton, it's no problem at all. So let's put together sort of a basic hand for partner where we'll see if slam is any good. Let's say they have king doubleton of spades and the king queen of hearts and the ace of clubs. That's 9, 12 high card points. So that takes care of our spades, hearts, and clubs. And then we would need the ace, king, and diamonds. That would give them 19 points, which would be right in line with their bidding. So we're definitely going to make a try here. So how do we get partner to cooperate? We really need controls and high cards. We don't want wasted jacks or anything like that. If partner has ace doubleton of spades, that's actually worse because they're using an extra point and we're still probably going to lose a trump trick. But I think what we're going to do is transfer back to spades here. That's how we're supposed to do that. And then see what they do. Because if we just jump to 4 spades, no, that's just a play. 5 spades invitational. So let's just bid 3 hearts and see what they do. 3 spades. Now, does this promise fit? With some partners, I play that this actually denies a spade fit, denies 3 spades. And with others, I play that this promises 3 spades. This is their default bid. So either 2 or 3 spades. So we don't even know if they have a spade fit or not. We know they have a spade fit because we have 6 of them. But if we had 5 of them, we wouldn't be sure. And we would then bid 3 no trump and listen to see if they correct it or not. So now what do we want to do? What's 4 no trump? Is that invitational or is that key card in spades? That's quantitative. 12 to 13 with 5 spades. That promises a tiny bit more in high cards and 1 spade less. So we could end up in no trump when we belong in spades. For example, let's say partner has queen third of hearts. Well, I guess they're going to be declaring no trump. So what if they have jack third of hearts? The opponents can get the hearts going before our spade is knocked out. So what else can we do here? We could bid 4 clubs. That's a natural slam try. We don't have that. We could bid 4 diamonds. That's no. That's clubs. We could bid 4 hearts. 4 hearts is kind of our slam try with 6 or more spades. I think that's actually what we've got. We may be a snick light in high cards, but in spot cards and an extra spade, I think we're worth 1 try. So 4 hearts is kind of like it's sort of like when you bid Stamen over 2-0 when partner shows a major and you bid the other major. It's sort of like a slam try with a fit. So we're going to bid 4 hearts, which, as we saw, promises 6 spades and a slam try and forcing. So let's see. If partner signs off, I think we just have to respect that. And we only have 1 key card. So if partner is Blackwood, we're only going to confess to 1 key card, which isn't great. So we call partner with a maximum, but we're going to answer here 1 or 4 key cards. See if they ask for the queen or not. They ask for the queen. So we're going to show the queen, but no kings. And how do we do that? Let's see here. I believe we're just going to jump to 6 spades. That's my guess. 5 hearts is the queen with the king of hearts. 5 no trump is the queen. Okay, we're going to bid 5 no trump. We have the queen, but we don't have any of the kings. And partner is likely just going to place us in 6 spades now. We have no reason to correct to no trump. We have no idea if that's right or not. So we're going to pass. And we're just going to try to make it. Hopefully playing this from our side instead of partners isn't going to cost us. Club lead. Okay. We're not in a great contract here. We're missing an ace, and we're mirrored in diamonds without the jack or the 10. So that's not good. We basically have to get clubs going to have any chance in this contract. And the club lead is not a good sign at all. So I think we maybe overbid this hand a tiny bit. Partner actually only has 17. So they upgraded their hand. And then they showed a maximum. They do have 3 spades. They do have great controls. They do have a 5-card suit. So I understand their upgrade. Notice if you reversed our minors, like or gave us the queen of clubs and the jack of diamonds instead of instead of what we have, and slam would be a lot better. We would just have 12 top tricks. So, I mean, we kind of need clubs to break here. There's no real fancy way of saying it. The 6 of clubs It could be from 6-5 doubleton, 6-3 doubleton. It's probably unlikely to be from like queen third. Remember, our partner opened a club, so it's unlikely that the robot would lead that suit. You know, hopefully it's not just a singleton, and then we're just in big trouble. We've got nowhere to park our cards. So we're going to win the 8s. I'm not going to duck trick 1. Okay, the 7. I mean, who knows? So I think we want to play ace of spades, then a low spade to our hand, and then the jack of clubs. Hope spades break, and then the jack of clubs. We need to keep entries to dummy. If clubs are 4-2, we're going to get 2 pitches, so we'll be able to pitch a diamond and a heart, but we need to save an entry to the dummy because the king of diamonds may not be an entry. Actually, it may be better even before drawing trump to play another club right away. Let's see. If we play ace of spades, spade to our hand, and a club. Let's say they're 4-2. We win the king, ruff a club. They're not set up yet. Play a spade to the king, ruff a club. That last club is set up, but we can't get to the dummy. And even if we catch clubs 4-2, we're going to get 1 heart pitch, but we're still going to have to pick up the diamonds for 1 loser, which is almost impossible. I mean, we have to catch a doubleton ace somewhere. So I think we're actually going to play the king of clubs. I'd like to actually play it from my hand. So maybe just a low spade to my hand first, and then a club. Yeah, because if West roughs the jack of clubs, that's better than him roughing the king of clubs, at least. Let's see if spades break. Okay, that's a good start. Let's see what happens here. 6-5. So it's probably 6-5 doubleton. So we have to win, and that's going to leave East with queen 10. Once they follow with the 3. So we're going to ruff a club high, play a spade to dummy, ruff another club high, and then basically we're going to lose probably 2 diamonds because we're going to get 1 pitch for our heart. Unless he follows with the queen here. Obviously he's not. So now we'll play a spade. Let's see if they both follow. No. So West still has a trump. So we're going to count. West started with 3 spades and 2 clubs. So we're getting a count on the hand now. Okay. So which opponent could have a doubleton diamond? I believe East is likely to have a doubleton diamond, although, yeah, they pitched the 7 of hearts on a trump, right? So they haven't pitched a diamond yet. So if West had a doubleton diamond, they would start with 2 clubs, 3 spades, 2 diamonds, and therefore 6 hearts. So that's not likely. And we're in dummy anyway, so it's more convenient to play East for the doubleton, a diamond. Okay, he pitched a diamond, so we're toast here. There's nothing we can do. We've seen the 8 and the 7 of diamonds and the 3 of diamonds. If we had 10 of diamonds or the jack of diamonds, this would be a much better contract. Like if our hand was queen jack 3 of diamonds and 2 little clubs, we'd be making, but unfortunately we're going to be going down here. Okay, so if we caught the jack of diamond opening lead, oh no, sorry, he had ace jack. Yeah, that was never happening. So down we go. We overbid a tiny bit, and our partner maybe overbid a little bit, but he did have great controls and 3 card support. So if you had just bid 4 spades over 2 no trump, you were going to do much better than me on this deal. And double dummy, we cannot make it. So last hand, we have 18 high card points. We'll just open 1 heart, and then we'll have a choice whether to rebid 3 clubs or 2 no. Let's see what partner does first. Partner just bid 2 hearts. Okay. I think we have kind of a 5-ish loser hand. I think we just bid game and assume partner is going to cover 2 of our cards, not tell the opponents what to lead. Partner didn't drury, which, means their 2 hearts is limited to kind of a bad constructive raise. So here we go. We get the 9 of clubs lead into the ace queen. We're in a perfectly fine contract. We have 2 spade losers. Our clubs hopefully can get taken care of. I don't like partner only having the 2, 3, 4 of hearts over there. Having the 10, 9, 8 would have been way better because then we could ruck both of our clubs. Anyway, how are we going to approach this deal? We have a diamond loser and 2 spade losers. So we can either try to rough our 2 club losers in the dummy. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work given the 9 of clubs lead. So the other option is we can try to get diamonds going and basically take 2 finesses against West. This is maybe more likely to succeed given that it looks like they have club shortness. Neither opponent bid. East has probably 1 spade on her at least, and the king of clubs. So maybe the king of diamonds is with West. Even so, if I play the queen of diamonds and it gets covered by the king, we're not going to have any entry to enjoy the diamonds once they're set up. So do I put up the jack of clubs or not? I don't really think there's any huge gain in it. I'm just envisioning how the play is going to go. I mean, we have 8 tricks. We just need to either rough both of our clubs in the dummy, which again is probably not going to happen given partner's terrible spots. But I think we want to save our club roughs for later and just work on diamonds. And we have no entry to dummy, even if we wanted to play a low diamond away from the ace towards the queen, hoping that East would fly up with the king or something and we could unblock the queen. We don't have a way to dummy to do that. So I'm going to play low here and win the queen. And I'm just going to run the queen of diamonds. King. Okay. I have to win. 3. Okay. So really what I want to be able to do is play the 10 of diamonds, set up the diamond suit, or at least set up 1 diamond pitch. The defense is going to do something, either clubs or spades. And what I want to then do is take 2 rounds of trumps, play ace of clubs, ruff a club, hope that lives, cash the last diamond, pitching my last club, hope that lives, and then get back to my hand with a high ruff and draw the last trump. I would like to play, actually I could play 1 heart and then a diamond towards the dummy. That's probably technically better. Just in case king jack were both on with West, then I actually want the jack of diamonds to grab nothing as opposed to the 10. And I could play 1 round of trumps. I think that's safe. Because I'm going to play 2 rounds of trumps anyway later. The 8 and the 9. Okay, they're both throwing high trumps for some reason. They still have the 6 and the 5 and neither of them played it. So now we play a diamond, 2. Okay, so the jack is over here. Let's see what he does. Another trump, we win. Okay, so they both followed on the 8 of, what's going on here? We've seen the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we saw the 9 and the 8. So the 10 of hearts is still outstanding. But what we're going to do now is all we can do is ace of clubs, ruff a club, and then take our diamonds, pitching whatever. So let's hope this one doesn't get rough. 8. Okay, interesting. So there's still the king 10 outstanding. 10, there's the 10 of hearts. Okay. They're going to cash their spades now. And I want to make that harder for them. So I will play diamond. But of course they don't fail. I'll play low, discouraging spades, open the queen, king, and now we can claim. So 1 down, not great. Would have tried for game with 3 clubs, and partner still may have accepted because, they tend to drury once they have 8 or 9 points. So they may have considered that a maximum. Let's see, could I have made this deal? It says I could have. So let's see how I could have made this. Did I have to cover the club? Let's see. So I had to start with trumps. As soon as I play the queen of diamonds, that's it. I'm done. So I had to play trumps and then just play diamonds and basically try to pick up the diamond suit. But even still, Oh, okay. It was Jack Doubleton. So even if the queen of diamonds gets covered with the king, I have to die and then later play a diamond to the ace, dropping the jack. So that's impossible. While I still have the club stopper. So if you bid and made 4 hearts, congratulations. You deserve your win there. So going back here, this was basically a set of overbidding. I overbid. Well, I showed, something on the first deal and partner put us in game. We went -50. The opponents can make a couple of a major, but we can make probably 3 diamonds. So that's not great. 2 and 3 were kind of nothing deals. Board number 4, I overbid a little bit and couldn't make our slam. We just needed another tiny piece in one of the minors. And the last deal, I bid game. I mean, we had 25 high card points and a heart fit, and it's not an easy deal to make. But if you were able to make it, congratulations. You deserve the win there. So I hope you enjoyed all 5 deals here. Danny Miles again signing off. And please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It does help. And I try to take a look at the comments and get back to them as soon as I can. So once again, we'll see you next time, and enjoy playing on IntoBridge. Take care, everyone.